This is a video of a 4,300 plus square foot home, log home we have for sale with a 2,200 square foot stable outside for the horses. This is the entrance into the top side of the driveway. There's also an entrance at the bottom end. You come in, there's the barn straight ahead with the flagpole, and this first turnout area is where the horses like to stay because they have access to and from the barn. So if it gets bad weather, they want to go in and sleep, they just go in the barn. There's another turnout to the right side, and it goes down to the other end of the property. Not quite all the way down, but this is the driveway in. Lots of trees all over for shade. Horses love to stay underneath the trees in the summertime. We have one Haflinger and one Mustang. Like I said, the home is 4,300 plus square feet. It's a log home. The barn is covered with log siding. That's not actually logs, but it's log siding to match the house. There's the Mustang. This is the driveway up to the front of the house. And it is for sale by owner. Asking price $1,250,000. It's just under two acres, although when I do the measurements and multiply it out, it actually comes up to right at about two acres. There's the outside, brand new roof, architectural shingles, and the gables on either end of the house and the dormers out front have standing seam metal. And there's how it goes right over to the barn. Also, it sits about 100 feet above the Broad River. It's on the river just about at the widest part of the river. And there's 300 feet of river frontage. There's another area over here that could be a turnout, although it's only fenced on 3 sides because the previous owner, for some reason, took down the fence on one side, had it all fenced out for his dogs, and when his dogs passed, he undid that one side of the fence. There's the other entrance that you can come in or go out. There's also a pavilion over here, about 300 square feet. There are a lot of pictures and other explanations of all the upgrades that we did to the house since we moved in on Zillow under the address of 129 Tiger Paw Ln, Irmo, South Carolina, 29063. And Irmo, basically, it's unincorporated out here. There's only 3 homes down here. There's one over right to the east of me, another one down in there over the hill, and then us. The road, the unpaved road, is a private road that accesses only us, so we get very little traffic whatsoever. The mail person most of the time is about the only one that comes down, besides what the people do going in and out. And this is the pavilion. It's got electric to it. This is the other area that could be a turnout if it was fenced off. And there's the river. We're about 100 feet up on the bluff above the river. That's what they call the Broad River. Back side of our house has got a big deck out back, and it's all fenced in. I guess I would say screened in to keep the bugs, mosquitoes, whatever there is during the summer off of the back deck. Have a walkway. Goes over to the other side. All across the back of the house. There's a crawl space. There's one door for it. There's storage under here if you want. There's a whole house generator. I only had to use it once. Somebody doing construction knocked over, broke a line or something, knocked over something. We did all this screening when we moved in because it was completely open, believe it or not. There's a walkway all the way down to the Broad River. It's broke up. There's one little patio type thing there. It's not much. We go down there and sit with coffee. And there's another one down there. You can see where the outline is of another deck down there. It's about 20 steps up from the river. And there's a couple chairs and a table down there. We go down there when it's cool in the evenings. Then it goes over. And there's a deck on the back of the barn. There's the barn from this side. There's the deck. Very quiet, very quiet. There's coming down off of the back patio deck. You can hear the birds in the background. It's real quiet out here. Somebody comes down the road, they take a wrong turn or something, you can hear them because there's just no noise out here whatsoever. It's real quiet. And I'll go around and show you the stables. Again, the address if you want to check Zillow for a lot more pictures and explanation of what everything we have into the house. The address is 129 Tiger Paw Ln, Irmo, South Carolina, 29063. And again, we're not really in Irmo. We're in unincorporated Richland County. It just has a Irmo post office. There's the Ginger, she's a halflinger. And there's Chief, he's a Mustang. And again, like I said, they have access to the barn if they want. This area, we have 5 dogs. They stay in the laundry room. And when we let them out, they have their own little gate over here, coming out with their own steps. And then they come out and go into the barn. They have full access into the barn. There's one storage area on the entrance into the barn. Does have steps. You go up because there is a upstairs, you might say, but we hardly ever go up there. This is the inside. It's got a tack room that's built into the side here. There's 3 stalls. Well, I only need 2 for the horses. I use 1 for hay, chips, whatever. It also has, it's considered a half bath because there is a commode and a shower. There's hot water out here. It has a little boy. They had it plumbed for a sink but never put it in. I use the shower when I get nasty out here. Don't want to go in the house. There you can see the upside. There's storage there. There's a walkway going from one end to the other. And this is the tack room. Really don't use it much for storage. I was going to turn it into a doggy kennel with the doggy door going outside. But the dogs get along just fine with big fans in the summer in the garage, in the barn here. It does stay fairly reasonable. It is insulated. There's a wash area. Again, it does have hot water for the horses. There's storage area on the other side of the barn. And that door opens. But there's a lot you could do if you wanted to store cars or whatever. When the gentleman owned this property before, he had a airboat that he used to keep over here on this side. But I fenced it off, but there could be a gate, and there's hog wire on all this interior fencing just to keep the dogs in. Here's the deck. I'll get down to the other end. The sun shining bright in on us, it's hard to see what it is. But I have gates at either end so I can keep the dogs off of here. There's the river. There's a door from the deck into the tack room. We had the logs cleaned and stained when we moved in, so that's all done. Of course, it is a brand new roof. And that is the video of the property on the outside. This is all doggy area. Thank you. If you're at all interested, my phone number is 407-417-7489. That's 407-417-7489. And again, that is also on Zillow. And it is for sale by owner. Thank you.